Good afternoon, my name is Charles Fitzgerald and this is my speech on persuasiveness. So let's begin. Let me tell you a story about my past life. When I went to high school, we had two high schools that we could go to. The first one was our base high school, where we learned all of our basic needs except for our high school. Our second one was our charter schools. We had two technically, one was Central Academy and one was Central Campus. I'm going to be talking about Central Campus though. Central Campus was a high school that students all over DMPS could go to and to learn trades. They could become a mechanic, an airplane mechanic, an air pilot. They can be anything there. You think it, they more than likely had it there. This school provided a lot of the students with necessary guidance in their life and allowed them to learn what they wanted to do when they got older. It allowed them to become who they are today, and a lot of them became very successful because of this program. Because the trade schools that were provided there allowed a lot of the students to go straight into the industry at a 3-year level instead of a 1-year level because they had prior training from the classes they took. And that gets me into my topic right now, that we should implement more trade schools into high schools. We should make this a nationwide thing, that where all major high schools that have at least a class of over 500 should have some form of trade school within their district that all the kids can go to if they choose to. These schools should be able to provide the students with proper teachings and everything else that any other school would teach you, or any other trade school would teach you. And how would we even do this though? You might be thinking. First, we have to snip out the biasness of going to college. A lot of people in our lifetime have told us, you need to go to college to be successful, you need to go to college to do this, you need to go to college to do that. The truth is, you don't need to go to college to make millions. You could go to trade school and make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And if you invest that right, you can be just as successful as a college graduate, if not more. Secondly, we need to be able to stop causing so much student debt due to the high schools pushing these narratives that the students need to go to college to get into large amount of debts, because a lot of these students shouldn't even be going to college because they can't afford it. This would help minimize that and provide them with a better future alone. Right now in 2024, by the U.S. Chambers of Commerce, it stated that there was over 10 million jobs available in the trades alone in the United States. That's insane to think about, that there is 10 million jobs available that we could be implementing people into, but we're not. Now, the solution to this, trade programs offer real opportunities. And what do I mean by that? A trade program provides hands-on training and certificates to their students. It allows them to get a career faster after high school and to be able to make more money in less time than a kid that would have to go to college. Electricians, for example, make over 6-figure salaries yearly without a college degree at all. And this was stated by Best College in 2023. Beyond employment though, there are other significant benefits to trade education. The benefits of trade programs can be simple. Trade programs graduates enter the workforce faster and usually without debt or debt-free. This is because the programs don't cost as much, and they also usually get sponsored by a company if they agree to go work for them for a certain amount of years after they get done with their training, and while they're training too sometimes. ABC in 2024 reported that over 550,000 were needed just in that year alone. That was just saying needed, not available. And AIR from 2023 found that CTE students are more likely to graduate and pursue training. This all shows that we should be going more into this type of field, and we should be looking into the benefits of trade programs more. The benefits are very simple. Trade graduates enter the workforce faster, they get more money, and they help the economy better. So how do we bring these to high schools, you might be thinking? First off, we have to make sure that we can implement student teaching. We have to make sure that we can get trade schools into our high schools so that they can or train professionals at the least to help provide these students with the necessary teachings and the proper guidance that is needed for them. Secondary, we need to raise funds. The cost of this will be a little bit higher than most people might think. That is because we have to buy a lot of tools and a lot of equipment for the students to be able to train and learn. But if we do this, it will benefit us higher in the long run because it will provide us with a stronger economic economy and allow us, our country, to be stronger and better. And 3, shift the school culture, man. We don't need to be pushing narratives of if you gotta go to college anymore, you don't gotta go to college anymore. There is a lot of other options that pay just as well as going to college, where you can actually get paid to learn. So, why not support it? We're already in college. We're already learning it. Why not support the other ones though that can't, that don't know yet? Why not try to give them that guidance that they might just need that little push of? All it will do is help and better our world and better our society.